welcome everybody. Appreciate you joining us on the leadership webinar series that we've been putting on this year. Today's topic is discovering and booking our LSGD product, our new luxury small group departures. We appreciate you participating, and for those of you who are going to be viewing and listening to this afterwards, as it'll be on our website, we appreciate you taking the time to learn about our new product. This new product is a product that we have been working on for some time. Actually started working on this before COVID-19. It's focusing on the small luxury groups and departures, fixed date departures with 14 or less. And we're happy to have Alita Paljevec with us, who has joined our team in product development as well as our European specialist. And she will be sharing with you this new product that she has brought to us to go through to launch in 2021 with a couple of opportunities for 2020. And just real quickly before we get into the presentation, we're keeping our finger on the pulse of what's taking place globally, and we will keep this updated on our website. But currently you have several countries that are open and some countries that have sub-regions of those countries that are open. And of course, now we're working with Costa Rica, Croatia, and Cuba, which we understand not only is Croatia open right now, Costa Rica is open and opening more and more to the US. And we have good information that Cuba will be open by the end of October, first part of November, which is why we have these holiday packages that we have put in place, because we feel after the election and as things start moving forward, people are going to start to feel a little bit more comfort. That's really what's happening with COVID. If you take a look at it, I think what people are looking for are we able to make some progress? We see some progress being made in terms of numbers, in terms of protocols, practices that are being put in place. And once a vaccine is in place, it isn't the end all with the vaccine, but what it shows is that we're moving forward. The world is moving forward and being able to break the DNA. And then we see a light at the end of that tunnel as we continue to go down. And I think that's what everybody's been waiting for, is that just give us a window to look at, and we see 2020-21 as a great opportunity, and we think the end of 2020 is a great chance to get some of your clients booked. Next slide, please. And so with that, I'm going to turn over the presentation to Alita Paljevec. Alita has been a terrific addition to our team, a great friend, first and foremost, as well, and comes to us from tremendous experience. She was born in Italy, raised in Croatia, Croatian parents, has an incredible understanding not only of the travel industry, working with travel advisors, but also of Europe and many other destinations throughout the world, and has taken the lead on creating this product line for us, our LSGD product. And she is comes to us from, she was past president of Atlas, and we couldn't be more proud to not only call her a friend, but also a team member. So at this stage, let me turn over the presentation to Alita. Alita?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Michael, for the wonderful introduction of me. I'm very, very happy to be able to do this, prepare this line of products for IWorld of Travel. It has always been my dream to set up a whole product of small groups, and it's been several years that I've been thinking about it. And when Michael and I spoke about me starting to joining IWorld, this was one of the topics. So now, needless to say, we are launching this, and these programs are my babies. So I want to introduce you to my babies. Can we go to the next slide? Okay, so first of all, just a quick overview of what is LSGD. If you decide to support us, and if you decide to make your clients really happy with their travels and promote and sell this product, then you will get used to this short name that we are using, LSGD, which is Luxury Small Group Departures. And very simple, it's a new line of product, a small intimate group with a maximum of 14 passengers, with some exceptions. We have some destinations where we have 12, we have some destinations where we have 10. So it is always very, very small and very intimate. We say it's a hybrid because, you know, it is really as if it was an FIT, because they have a lot of free time, so they can always decide to do something on their own. And we always like to make it possible for your and our clients that they are able to go on their own and have their organic experiences that you cannot have when you are with a group the whole time. It is fixed departure dates, and most of the destinations have 4 departure dates in 2021. Some of them have 5, some of them 6. I will tell you a little bit more about it later. Global destinations, of course, I'm a European girl and I am from Croatia, so we have quite a few destinations in the Adriatic and Balkan regions. We are also going to have quite a few programs for Italy. Those are my 2 home countries and several others in Europe, but we also have some really nice Central America destinations and also some Africa and some Asia. So we are really going global. And it's interesting to say, and I will speak a little bit more about it later in the slides, that most of those tours, especially in Europe, are combinable. What that means that on the date that one tour ends, another one starts, either in the same city, in the same location, or just an easy transfer away. So if you have somebody who wants to do more than one tour, we are able to do these combinations, and we will offer you and them a combo price, which will be, of course, more affordable. The whole concept of my idea was definitely enhanced by and inspired by IWorld of Travel and the whole philosophy of the company, which is always expect more and do more. And we can go to the next slide, please. And here I will say just a few things why these programs are so special and so different. We are well aware that the market is full of various escorted options, and a lot of the tour operators are now going to small groups. But we strongly believe that ours, IWorld of Travel LSGDs, are truly unique. First of all, we offer luxury at an affordable rate, really. It is a great value. The experiences that we include in many itineraries, it's not something that is a normal part of an itinerary, right? We go deeper. We have 28 global partners that Michael has mentioned, and really this gives us access to some really amazing experiences, places, and off the beaten path things, and that you would not find in a regular itinerary. We also choose very carefully the dining experiences, because our goal here is to connect the traveler to the real culture. So we will always book those restaurants that are more focused on the locals than those that are in the main touristic areas, so they can have a real authentic experience, talk to the owners, and a definitely more intimate atmosphere. Also very important is that we hand select our tour manager. Every tour has a tour manager, which is a local professional, and we handpick them. So we vet them and we train them. I have been a tour manager myself, and my colleague Zehava Biton, our VP of Sales at IWorld of Travel as well. So between the two of us, we know exactly what we look for from a tour manager. We believe it is probably the most important segment that is included in these IWorld of Travel luxury small group departures. It is always a local who is passionate about his country, who loves his country, and that's a huge thing in terms of connecting the travelers to all of the local heritage and history and how people live and all of that. And of course, it is also very important to mention that we choose the travel dates very carefully for each destination. We are really trying to land the dates that are still in the more affordable season, but already have really good weather. So that is one factor. And the other one is also we are choosing the dates in a way that the traveler would be able to book 2 tours in a row if they want to. So that's if 2 destinations are close. For example, Italy is combinable with Malta. The north of Italy will be combinable with Slovenia and Croatia, that kind of thing. I will say a bit more later when we go into the programs. Always we look for the lovely boutique style hotels that are smaller, that are privately owned by a local. We want with this product also support the local communities, the small businesses, instead of the big hotel chains. But that is not the only reason, because we also feel that gives the traveler also a much more authentic experience, and also the fact that they can just walk out of the hotel and be in the center of the location. Of course, there are some exceptions for this. If we are in the middle of the jungle in Costa Rica, obviously they will not go for a walk on their own, but you know what I mean. When we are in Europe, in a city or a town, we will always have a central location, and we always choose smaller, nice boutique style properties. The itinerary always in the vast majority of the programs, there is 1 or 2 exceptions, includes a lot of free time that I already said, that so that the clients can really go and venture on their own. And another factor is that we want to always include all the main attractions, because obviously if somebody is going to Rome, normally they want to go and see the Vatican and see the Colosseum and all the other popular sites, but we will also include always in each destination something that is special and unique, a little bit off the beaten path that is not normally part of an itinerary. And that all goes into those authentic experiences and really cultural connections. And we can proceed to the next slide, please. Also, I wanted to give you an idea who would be the ideal client for our luxury small group departures. And that is really, you know, I'm sure that if you joined this webinar, you probably do have clients who like an escorted, guided kind of travel. And this is really ideal for them, because nowadays to be in a smaller group is not only smarter, but it's also much more enjoyable. So those people who like to have that guided experience, but also appreciate to have some free time, those are the clients that you want to offer them this. Also, of course, those that appreciate the fact that it is a luxury accommodation, and not only accommodation, also the services and the experience. To be in an authentic konoba somewhere on an island in Croatia, that's an authentic experience. And for me, that's luxury. You know what I mean? So those kind of people who see luxury more than a 5-star huge resort. Luxury in terms of living their best lives during these tours. All the itineraries are slower paced, so probably not the best fit for those clients that want to see 5 countries in 5 days. But those that really want to have a better connection and stay longer in each place. This kind of deeper immersion, right? Not just the main attraction and run to the next location. Also, the people who will value the fact that the tour manager will always be a local, passionate about their country, and that 24 hours a day, they have a connection, a person who lives there and breeds that destination and that country. Those who like to experience the local tradition, I would say those who are not afraid to get their hands dirty, in a figure of speech, of course, whether they will be making tortellini pasta in Italy or they will be doing some masks made of clay in Costa Rica. The people that really want not just to look at somebody do something, but actually try to do it themselves. This is why we say this is a hybrid of an FIT and an escorted tour, because it is kind of the best of both worlds put into one product, the IWorld LSGDs. It is very appropriate for couples. I would say really all ages, because none of the itineraries are, let's say, too demanding. So if you have somebody even who is on the older side, let's say, they can easily do all of our programs. Also for the younger ones who would maybe like to go on, let's say, zip lining in Costa Rica, which we do not include in the main itinerary, but they will have free time to go and do that if they want to. So it is really appropriate for anyone. In terms of families and kids, that's always a little bit of a sensitive topic for escorted tours. I have an 8-year-old that would fit great on an escorted tour, but all children are different. So normally I would say that if we can go back slide, please, to the, yes, because we are still talking about the regular LSGDs. We here like to say that the children should be at least 13 years old. There are exceptions, and we will look at booking each case individually. And now we can go to the next one. Thank you. For families with younger kids, we have, let's say, a subgroup of our LSGDs, which is our family product. We use all the same guidelines to create these, but with some tweaks that are much better for families. So we talked about boutique hotels that we choose for the regular LSGDs. For the family ones, we will also choose beautiful properties centrally located, but our main guideline is that it's a family-friendly property that has more amenities for kids, so you know that the parents can breathe a little bit when they have free time. We always have multiple overnights in one location and then with daily exploration. I will show you that a little bit later when we go through the actual programs. All the activities and sightseeings are something that is interesting for kids, but we normally also have the regular city sightseeing, which we have tour managers that are normally either moms or dads and have their own kids and love kids, and they make the story engaging for kids. In some destinations, we even have some treasure hunts and something that the tour manager will give them some questions, and if they answer correctly, they will get an ice cream or some sweets or something like that. So that the children also learn something because they're interested in everything that is happening around them. We also in these programs have some free time, of course, for the families just to relax in the destinations that have beaches, of course, so that they can go and enjoy the sea and some time at leisure. All the departure dates for the family LSGDs are in the summer months when the school is off. And this is also perfect, you know, not only for families like, you know, a couple with their children, but also for multi-generation with the grandparents or skip generation with grandparents taking the kids. It is really a balance so that everybody has fun on this tour. And we can go to the next one. Thank you. Okay, so here is the main things that are always included in every and each destinations that we are doing. So First of all, the individual arrival and departure transfer with an English-speaking driver. So we are expecting that your clients will fly from different US hubs and through different, let's say in Europe, they will have to change the plane in a different place. So they will arrive in the destination at different times. On the first day, on the day of arrival, we only have the transfer. So they will pick them up at time of arrival. It will be your task to send us all of their flight information. Of course, unless they book it with us, then we will have it. And an English-speaking driver will be waiting for them and take them to the hotel. The first service in each and every destination is a welcome meeting with the tour manager, where it will be the first time where all the group gets together and meet the tour manager at the hotel lobby right before dinner. So they have the welcome meeting, they meet the tour manager, he will give them a couple of information of what's gonna happen in the next few days, where they're going, they will all meet and they will all go to a welcome dinner together. The welcome dinners, we always choose amazing, local dining options, little restaurants, and wherever it's possible, and it is in the majority of our programs, we also have entertainment, which is something local, right? So in Portugal, we have fado singing, in Croatia, we have klapa singing, in each destination, we have something that is local and authentic, so that the clients can literally dive into that destination and culture already on the first dinner. Of course, as I said, tour manager that is included in all of our tours, luxury modern vehicles, right? It is modern. The size can vary depending on number of participants. For some of our New Year programs, holiday programs that I will present later, we are operating it with a big 49-seater with a maximum of 14 passengers. So they will always have enough space. Of course, always we include the visits to all the major sites and highlights, but also, as already said, visits to off the beaten path places. And we include opportunities to meet with the locals, whether it is a visit to a craftsman where they will learn how to do a craft, or it is a cooking class, or it is, we create an opportunity where they can interact and meet the locals so that they get the real feel of the local life. And those are those unique experiences and cultural connections that we get through our insider access. The free time, of course, and we always have on the last evening a farewell dinner, which is of course different than the welcome one, but we feel it's great to start and to end with a dinner where all the group gets together. I think it's a great asset that, not just anybody would book this tour, and they will be like-minded people, and they will possibly become friends and maybe travel together on new tours. And of course, for the departure, the same thing as for the arrival, individual departure transfer, depending on what time they have the flight, we will arrange a private transfer for the couple, the individual, the family, and to take them to the airport safe and in time. Next slide, please. And we dive into our holiday programs. And this one is really something that is really completely special. I do have to highlight the fact that we had to do our program for Cuba slightly different than what you already, all of this that you heard from me now. Why? Because as you know, there are certain requirements that an American citizen needs to fulfill to be able to do a tour in Cuba. And that is the support for the Cuban people and to be able to get that visa and have everything, which by the way, we take care of all of that. This is the reason why this program is more rich and doesn't have that much free time like all the others. But I promise you, this is the best program for Cuba that you ever saw. I mean, from the salsa lessons that we have included to the various clubs that with entrance fees, with 3 meals every day that are included, with really amazing sightseeing of Havana with a vintage convertible car, also with the beachy taxis and, you know, really walking in the footsteps of Hemingway, tasting the rum, the cigars. Really, this program is a real immersion into the Cuban heritage, into the local life, and it's also great to know that it is all compliant to the requirements for the visa, and which is really the support to the Cuban people. So don't be afraid to offer this to your clients. It is really easy. We take care of absolutely everything. And to find out more about this and every other program, just let us know and reach out to us. We can go to the next one, please. We can go to the next program, which is here, also close to us. So we chose 2 destinations that are close to the United States. And as Michael said, we have good information that it will be possible to travel toward the end of the year. Wonders of Nature, Costa Rica. It is from December 27th to January 3rd, while Cuba we have December 27th to January 2nd. So this one is 1 night longer, and really, you know, wonders of nature. If you can find them anywhere in the world, that is Costa Rica, with the volcanoes, with the lakes, with the jungles, with the wildlife. It's an amazing program that we also have 4 departures in 2021. But this one for the new year, it also has the New Year's Eve dining on top of a tree, which is amazing, and also a visit to a 300-year-old archaeological site, which normally you don't find in the regular itineraries for Costa Rica. We have a very special experience with a shaman, which we do have for every departure, but I believe that, you know, for the beginning of the new year, it will be a great experience to cleanse the old and be ready and clean for new year. I do believe that people will want to travel. Costa Rica is super affordable, super close, really a great way to end 2020 and start 2021. And we can go to Europe now. Next slide. And here is my home country, the only destination in Europe who is welcoming Americans, which I'm very proud of. We call this program Holiday Fairy Tale in Croatia and Slovenia. It is a week-long program, December 27th to January 3rd, but it is the last 2 days they have in Slovenia. So it's 2 countries basically. And it starts from Dubrovnik. I'm sure you've heard of Dubrovnik. I think it's a great balance of the coastline, which in the winter is quite different than in the summer. Obviously it will not be hot, but it is very often very sunny, like you can see on this picture in the behind. 4 UNESCO heritage sites, Dubrovnik, Split, Trogir, and of course the very famous Plitvice lakes, 16 connected lakes, also very different to experience in the winter time than in the summer. The New Year's Eve is in Zagreb, the capital of Croatia, and I lived there for 19 years, and I can tell you that really they have not only one of the greatest Christmas markets in Europe, and Zagreb was voted as best Christmas markets in Europe for 3 times in recent years. But they also have an amazing open air New Year Eve celebration with a lot of fun things, and it's a special experience. That's how the locals go and celebrate the New Year's. So in each and every city, we have free times, and each and every city has Christmas markets. So this is why we said here, Christmas markets, fun evenings, and they can go with the tour manager. He will be available to take them around, or they can go on their own. It depends on them. We have a couple of very authentic and nice dinners, especially one in Zagreb, which is with some folklore dancing from all over the Croatia. And as I said, we will operate this one with a luxury 49-seater with a maximum of 14 passengers. So they have all the space they want to social distance. And we can go on to the next one. So these were the 3 holiday departures that we have for 2020. Cuba, Costa Rica, and Croatia. We really wanted to put something out there for you guys to be able to sell something this year. And so let's do this together. Let's try to promote these 3 programs. Reach out to us. We will provide the collateral, something that you can send to your clients. And let's try to do some business. I mean, for you guys and for us, it's time that we restart the travel industry. And I do believe out there, there is a lot of clients who are ready and who want to travel. And now I will just do a quick overview, because I want to show you what we already have prepared and what we are preparing for 2021. So on this slide, you can see a little bit of an explanation of everything that I already, I think I already said more or less everything. We are always trying to create for the clients on our tour, on our FITs, whenever you send us a request, whether it's a fixed departure date or an FIT, we will always try to create memories beyond for them. So that is the only thing that maybe I haven't said before that we have on the slides. In terms of what we will do for next year, you can see here the list of Europe being quite long. We have a few beautiful programs for Croatia, and then we have an amazing program for 4 countries that I call the hidden gems of Europe. And if we can go through the slides, please. Yes, here we go. So this is the first one that I prepared for Croatia. This one is starts from Zagreb, the capital city. It goes, if any of you have been with us on Tuesday about Croatia, the webinar on Croatia, you heard about the eastern part of Croatia, which is completely off the beaten path for tourists, especially for tourists going from the US, to the city of Osijek and to the city of Vukovar, which is an amazing wine country, foodies, really great place to visit. From there to Novi Sad and Belgrade, which is Serbia. Belgrade is a great, wonderful, unique city which really has a lot to offer and a lot to see. And then they go on to Bosnia and Herzegovina, to Sarajevo, which is the capital, and then to Mostar. And you can see here the Mostar, a lovely town, famous for the bridge over the Neretva River. And then this program ends in Dubrovnik. And we can go to the next slide now. On the day that this program ends, Life and Traditions of Southern Dalmatia starts. So if somebody wants to do more and see more countries in 2 weeks, this is what we suggest. They end the previous program in Dubrovnik and they can join the new one. We will use the same tour manager. From Dubrovnik, they stay 4 days. They have a day tour in Montenegro. They do some off the beaten path visits to Ston, to the wine region, and really something that is not in regular itineraries. Then from Dubrovnik, they take the fast ferry to the island of Hvar, where they spend a few times, and the program ends in Split. We can go to the next one. Where the previous program finishes in Split, we start the new one, the soul of Croatia and Slovenia. They go to Plitvice Lakes, the famous national park, and here we have amazing accommodation which is inside the park. I can tell you there is nothing better than waking up inside that park and seeing it when nobody else is there. From there, we go to the Kvarner and Istria region, which is also very much off the beaten path for the vast majority of the itineraries. Rica was nominated the City of Culture 2020, and then the peninsula of Istria, which is often called the Croatian Tuscany, beautiful for foodies, truffle hunting. We have amazing experiences that are included over there. And from there, they go on to Slovenia, first to the Adriatic part with Koper, and then they visit a wonderful cave, a very unique cave. And they end in Ljubljana, of course, with visits to the Bled Lake as well. So with these 3 tours, you kind of do a tour of the whole ex-Yugoslavia. If somebody wants to do 3 weeks in the region, this is the ideal combination. We can go on the next one. Yes, thank you for showing them again. These are the 3 programs that we can combine. And we arrive to me, a very dear program, very special and very dear, the Hidden Gems of Europe, a combination of Albania, Macedonia, Kosovo, and Montenegro. This is something really, really special. In Europe, they are already calling Albania the new Croatia. This is how European travel agents name Albania. It is 4 wonderful, safe, untouched, very affordable, amazing itinerary we have with some really unique things where they go on a ferry on a lake between high, beautiful mountains, which is something that is really unique for the whole region. And some of the oldest towns in Europe are visited on this tour. And we can go on the next one. I can talk too much. A beautiful program for Poland with Warsaw and Krakow with some really special visits with access to some places inside of palaces that are not open to the public. We can go on to the next. 3 Pearls of Europe. This is a classic program with an IWorld of travel twist. So we have Prague, Vienna, and Budapest with a lot of time and with some really special experiences, interactions with the locals. We can go to the next one, please. Very rich, beautiful program, Portugal Heritage Discovery, that starts in Lisbon and ends in Lisbon as well. But here, the most amazing thing about this program to me personally is that we sleep for 1 night in the middle of a vineyard in luxury rooms that are made in the shape of a wine barrel. So that is really something special, and amazing culinary experiences here as well, and really diving into the heritage. And we can go to the next one. Back to Croatia, just shortly to give you an idea how the family programs work. So here they fly into Split and we transfer them right away to Šibenik. That's only about 1 hour. They have accommodation in Šibenik for 5 nights. From there, they have a day tour to the Plitvice Lakes, and they come back in the evening into the same hotel, which is a family-friendly hotel with the beach, with an aqua park nearby where they can go and spend free time. They have a boat tour that go to the national park Kornati Island, which is often to see dolphins. This is why we call this one Chasing Waterfalls and Dolphins. They go also to the Krka National Park. Everything is done in day tour explorations. And then they move on to Split. They visit Split in a day, go to the island of Hvar. And from there, they see the whole island. They also have a day tour to go to the island of Brač, to go swimming to the beautiful Golden Cape. And then with the ferry, fast ferry, they go to Dubrovnik, and this is where the program ends, also with some amazing experiences there. We can go on, please. One of the destinations that I also love very much, Malta. We have also two programs. One is the regular LSGD program, which is for 4 departures that are in the spring and in the fall, with stays in lovely hotel right out of Valletta, with an overnight in the island of Gozo, which is really untouched, very authentic. And then they go back, and for the last 3 days, they stay by the sea, close to the ocean, lovely hotel with another few daily explorations. And here we also have some vintage cars included, and some wine tastings, and some really special things. Malta is a very interesting destination. We can go to the next one. And this one is the version of Malta that is for families. And this one is for 2 departure dates in the summer, July and August. They stay through the whole week in the same hotel, in the seaside hotel that has a beach, a pool, and all the kids' amenities. And all the places are visited in day tours. And they have all the interesting things for kids, like jeep rides, like visits to the Popeye village, beach time, really for a family, very affordable, crazy good program. Please, let's go to the next one. And Costa Rica, we already kind of presented for the holiday programs, but we have 4 departure dates in 2021 of the same identical program. The only difference is that, you know, there is no New Year's Eve, of course, on other dates. And we have a longer version of Costa Rica, which is for families. It is Costa Rica Family Treasure Hunt, which is a 10-night. And the difference is that they also have 2 overnights in Tortuguero, which is the region where when all the turtles hatch in the summer months. And we can go to the next one. And here is just a little list of what will be soon published. We have 2 lovely programs for South Africa. One is 2 departures and 4 departure dates for the regular LSGDs, and then 2 departure dates in the summer months for the family. We have the 3 programs for Italy that will be soon out, and you saw how we can combine Croatia and the neighboring countries. For Italy, we use the same logic. The first program starts from Venice. It goes to Sirmione to see the lake area passing through Padova and Verona. Then from there, it goes on to the Cinque Terre. From Cinque Terre, they go to Tuscany, and from Tuscany, they go to Rome. This program ends in Rome. The next one, Southern Italy Charm, which is one of my favorites, and really not something that you find just about anywhere. This is really something signature that we are doing. Starting from Naples. So if they're going on the first program, they only have a short 2.5 hours transfer from Rome to Naples to join the Southern Italy Charm. And this one goes to Puglia, Basilicata, and Campania. It really ends in Costiera Amalfitana with a day trip to Capri, but also Puglia and Basilicata are really gorgeous and off the beaten path, and places like Alberobello and Matera, and this one is going to be really, really special. The third one for Italy will be Sicily, which we also include a tour to the Aeoli Islands, which I think it's really special, with multiple overnights in Taormina, which is one of the most beautiful towns in Sicily. Then going forward, we have almost done our Portugal for families, which is just a little bit different than the regular one. 2 nights longer. Most of the family programs are for 10 nights. Then we have the Rhythm of Cuba that you've seen for the holidays. We're going to have the very same program, amazing program for 4 departure dates in 2021. And then a program that I'm really, really looking forward to publish, which is Caves and Hills of Slovenia. This is a family adventure for 10 nights. Slovenia is a very family-friendly country, and join us October 6th. We're going to have a Slovenia webinar, and by then we will have that program ready for you as well. In the making, which IWorld of Travel is very proud of, and we can't wait to publish our new program for Israel. Also in the making, Taiwan and Japan in Asia for now. In South America, we are working on Chile and Peru programs. And then for Africa, besides our South Africa that I already mentioned, we're going to have a lovely program for Tanzania and Kenya. And 2 next slides will show you just 2 more programs that are basically ready. We are just need to put all the info on our web page, which is the Pearls of Uruguay, lovely program for a South American country that is maybe not that popular, but is definitely a hidden gem, a very high class luxury, very small properties, amazing food, wine tasting, an amazing program. I really invite you to look at this one and offer it to your clients who love South America. And the last one is our Belize. When I started working on Belize, it was such a feeling of similarity to my Croatia. They have beautiful islands and beautiful sea, amazing heritage. And in this program, we also have a day tour to Guatemala to visit some of the best Mayan remains that are there. An amazing immersive. We also have some, they learn how to drum, very interesting things that will be included into this tropical adventure in Belize. And last but not least, I almost forgot about this one. One of my favorite destinations, one that I visited many times, always fascinating, and that is of course Egypt. A lovely combination of a land and a Nile cruise program that is basically, we only need to add a few sentences onto the itinerary. It will be published very, very soon. A really special program. You can see here that we start from February 27. So I invite you to follow our newsletters. I invite you to reach out to us if you would be interested. If you think that you have clients that would be interested for these programs, for LSGDs, please reach out to us. Very simple process to book. You get in touch to us. We send you all the materials, the prices that you can forward to your clients. And then we do the booking. It's only $18. There is no risk involved for them. And let's try to get the word out, and let's try to get some bookings to you guys. And I do honestly believe, I told you in the beginning, these programs are my babies. I really put a lot of love into them, and I really hope that a lot of your travelers will love them. And that's all, I think. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for wanting to know about our new luxury product, and hopefully we will have many clients, many happy travelers together. Thank you so much.
Lita, thank you. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Listen, we're all proud of our new product that we're bringing to IWorld and bringing to the travel advisor community. And we're just about an hour into this, a little over an hour. So I know there's some questions. Shane, if you want to take the lead on the question. By the way, I see the email for Zahava is incorrect. If you need to reach Zahava, it is zbitton, B-I-T-T-O-N, at iworldoftravel.com. And we also have a special email for any interest in bookings. You can either go direct to either Zahava or Alita, or you can email to booklsgd at iworldoftravel.com. Shane, what questions do we have?
Yeah, I'm posting that in case anyone wants to copy that. There you go. Okay, so it did get covered, but someone was asking if we'll be covering Italy in any of the LSGD programs.
Yes, I said a little bit about it. We will have 3 different programs for Italy. One is mainly in the north, starting from Venice, going through Padova and Verona to the Sirmione area, and then going to Cinque Terre, and then to Tuscany and Florence, and ending in Rome. The second one is a combination of starting from Naples, and we do Puglia, Bari, Alberobello, Basilicata, and going back to the Costiera Amalfitana, with a day tour also to the famous island of Capri. And the third one is for Sicily and the Aeoli Islands. So 3 Italy programs, all combinable with each other.
Fantastic. And then someone was asking a custom question about if there was GD with us to accommodate those dates.
Absolutely, no problem at all. Just reach out to us. If you have a small group, somebody that would like to do a similar itinerary or the same itinerary at a different date, or even to change some things to make it more custom made for them, we can always play with these segments. If they wanted to have it more affordable, we can look at other hotel options that are more affordable. If they want to do it more luxury, we can do it even more luxury. So we can custom made depending on their wishes. But yes, absolutely. Even if you have only 2 people that cannot do a certain tour on a certain date that we are offering, but want to do it on another tour, we can do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to throw in there too. I mean, we are an FIT company, and this is a new product line that we feel falls in that category because it's really customized to what we feel are the best practices and best opportunities for those destinations, with the lead taking the lead on that, with obviously input from Zahava and some of the other team. Also, bear in mind too that we have combinable these packages, but we can do pre and post on any of the LSGD products. So if there's an LSGD product that somebody wants, and let's say it's for 8 nights, 9 nights, if they wanted to go in early 3 or 4 nights ahead, or stay later 3 or 4 nights, we can cover the bookends on any of the LSGT, whether it's in that destination, a country nearby. So we can build a complete, it could be a mixed, like a hybrid of the LSGD and some FIT front and back.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
And then speaking for other accommodation considerations, are there accommodations for handicap or special needs travel?
So in general, for the LSGD departures that we just presented here, it would be a little bit of a challenge with the vehicles. We mostly use 19-seater sprinters, luxury Mercedes sprinters in Europe and some other destinations. So it is, we will try to do our best, but what I would definitely recommend, if it is a party of 2, 3, 4, we would do a special program for them that we would absolutely custom made for their needs, and the hotels and the transportation and all that they would need.
Yeah, and I would just add that if you have a group that you're looking to create for that particular client, that's an easy thing to do as well. We can customize just for them. And one of the things I want to note also in Costa Rica, our partner and our friend in Costa Rica is leading the surge on creating access for all of Costa Rica with all the properties, the beaches, zip lines, whatever you have, vehicle specific. So if you have clients that are have some disability challenges in terms of being able to walk or move around, Costa Rica is a fantastic option, and our partner there is leading the way on creating access for all. And again, in other parts of the world too, we can do that, but it would need to be a private, separate group for that segment.
Fantastic. So if someone was looking for information or price-specific information on these tours, where would they find that?
So again, you'd reach out to either Zahava, Alita, or send an email to booklsgd at iworldoftravel.com. And what we would provide for you, each one of these, the e-brochure will be online by tomorrow. So you'll have access to the e-brochure, and it'll also have a printable option that'll take out all the unnecessary things so you can physically have a copy. And then we have a separate price sheet that you can receive from Alita or Zahava, or by emailing LSGD booking or book LSGD at iworldtravel.com. And the pricing sheet will be based on the code. So each one of the packages have a code attached to it and dates, and you'll have pricing sheet by code, by destination, by date.
Perfect. That was all of the current questions we have for LSGD.
All right. Well, listen, thank you, everybody. Again, Lita, thank you. That was very comprehensive, very informative. And thank you for the participants who decided to spend some time with us. And again, this will be available to you. You'll get a copy of this sent to you, and it'll also be uploaded in our video section at iworldoftravel.com/videos. Have a great day. Stay safe. Let's get energized and start looking towards 2021. Take care, everybody.
Bye.